Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Cowgirl Closet Podcast. I'm your host, Addy Ford. The Cowgirl Closet Podcast is a worldwide ranch production brought to you by Mule Alley. Legendary brands and trailblazing trends. Find your style on Mule Alley in the Stockyards. Before we dive deeper into today's episode, I want to give a huge thank you to The Maven, a co-working space focused on empowering women in downtown Fort Worth and Fort Worth Camera for helping us solve all of our lighting needs. Now it's time for my favorite part of each episode, Addy's favorite trends of the week. Starting off strong, the outfit in the image blends Western glam styles with a bold flair. This girl's beautiful. The woman is wearing a zebra print mini dress with sparkle accents, paired with a tan suede jacket draped over her shoulders. Looks like this outfit was used for the NFR. I absolutely love it. She accessorizes heavily with striking turquoise jewelry, including an oversized statement ring, bracelet, and a large turquoise bolo tie necklace. There we go again with the bolo necklaces. I really need to get one. Her black cowboy hat adds a Western touch, while her long, wavy blonde hair enhances the overall glamorous vibe. Like I said, she's absolutely beautiful. This look is edgy, stylish, and confident, perfect for a fashionable night out with a country twist. I love that outfit. I could definitely see myself wearing it. Moving on, this outfit has a soft country girl style that looks both cute and relaxed. Another outfit I would wear. For the top, she is wearing a blue denim vest with button downs in the front. The vest is sleeveless and fits nicely, giving the outfit a Western touch. The skirt is light and flowy with a soft flower print in light colors like pink and beige. Super, super cute. It looks to be high-low, but it could just be because she's holding it. But the skirt has ruffles along the edge, making it look very feminine and playful. I love it. She was wearing tan suede cowboy boots that go up to her knee. Like I said, I don't really like short boots. I love tall boots. They match well with the skirt and add to the country feel of the look. Overall, the outfit mixes soft, pretty pieces with classic country style for a look that's perfect for summer, a country event, or a casual day out. I would wear this to a brunch. For this next look, this girl does look younger. The outfit is pretty simple overall, but still, I would definitely wear it. She's wearing a sleeveless V-neck denim crop top. I would definitely wear that. It fits snug and shows a little bit of her midsection, giving the outfit a summery, stylish vibe. She has on a short black leather miniskirt, it looks like. It looks soft and shiny and adds an edgy, bold touch to the outfit. Again, I love everything leather that looks a little edgy. Can't tell by what I'm wearing right now. The skirt is held up with a black belt that has a silver buckle, which adds a fun Western detail. She's wearing tall black cowboy boots with stitching designs on them. They are pointed at the toe and give the outfit a strong country look. So overall, this look is very plain, but I like it still. I would definitely just add turquoise jewelry or even gold jewelry. I would just definitely add more around her chest area, maybe add some bracelets, some earrings, stuff like that to make this outfit pop a little more. If you want my advice on what to wear, or if you just want to join a community of women who love Western fashion, go to our Reddit, r/thecowgirlcloset, and join a community there. Today's guest has a voice you've probably heard on the air. She has a heart that radiates kindness, and she has a style that'll make you stop scrolling. Erin Wilde is truly one of a kind. So, Erin, welcome to the Cowgirl Closet.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited that you're here. So, I'm just going to start off by asking you some questions. So, you've been in radio for 26 years, but let's rewind just a little bit. What first sparked your love for the mic?
So my story starts on our ranch in South Dakota, a huge ranch. We had like 200,000 acres. I went to a 2-room schoolhouse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I hated it while I was there. I was always like, I got to get to the city. And my mom was a country music singer. So on the weekends, she'd go sing and tour. And it was back in the day, you know, she was opening up for John Michael Montgomery, Tim McGraw. So every chance I got, I would get off the ranch and I would go with her. And I would be in awe of everything. One time we went to Nashville and she was on the Charlie Daniels Talent Roundup. And we went to CMT and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. The lights, the camera, the microphones. And I was in high school. And one of the radio personalities at WSM, which was one of the first radio stations in America, it had a window, like a showcase studio, like Hank FM does. And I was like, y'all go on, just let me look at this. Yeah. And she actually called me in. I was like, oh my gosh. And they had a drink they were trying out. And she's like, will you sit down and take a drink and try this out and tell me what you think about it on air? And I was like, are you kidding me?
You're like, oh gosh, yeah.
Yes, please. So that was the first time I talked on the radio. And I was captivated by the whole business and all of it. I could not sing. My mom says I'm tone deaf. I'm like, no, Mom, I can hear it. I just can't get
my
there.
mom says it too. My mom was like pretty musically talented in a way. She's not the best ever, but she can sing a little bit, and I just cannot.
No, can't.
But it happens.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, I can talk. Yeah. I want to talk on the radio. I went back to high school. I went to Sturgis High School, and they had a broadcasting class. So I got into broadcasting class. We had a radio show, and then we got to start a TV show. It was the KSHS Weekly Rewind, and I got to anchor it. Loved it. So I felt like I probably got bit by that radio TV bug there. And then my high school teacher actually helped me get into Brown Institute of Broadcasting. So back in the day, you had to go there and you had to try out and you had to read this script in front of a really big broadcaster in Minneapolis. And I got accepted, got into it, and the rest is history.
Did you grow up in Minnesota or no?
I was born in Minnesota, grew up in South Dakota, always went back because all my family was there. So Minnesota, South Dakota is, born and raised there.
Awesome.
And so I went to Rapid City and got my first job in radio. I knew one of the program directors because of my mom singing. Yeah. Interviewed, got the job, started out part-time and working on the weekends, working nights, filling in for everybody, working 2 stations at one time, and just worked my way up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you kind of touched on this a little bit, but what brought you to Fort Worth and what made you fall in love with this area?
Definitely radio. I've kind of traveled around for radio. You know, my kids, like, they say Air Force brats, and like they're radio brats, have been just all over. What I love about Fort Worth is, like I said, I always wanted to get off the ranch and get to the city. And well, I got to the city and I got to see that city people aren't really like country people.
Right.
You know, like I'm used to we talk at the grocery store. At
the gas station, you'll get waved at a red light.
Yeah. If the neighbor needs something, you bring it to them. Yeah. And it was not like that in the city. So I was like, okay. But when I got to Fort Worth, it was like a
country city.
Yeah, like country meets city. You know, and that's the most beautiful thing about Fort Worth. When I tell people, like, there's Texas and then there's Fort Worth. You know, like there's just nothing like it. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
The way that people are, but you still have the city and you have the culture. It's like cowboy meets culture.
Seriously, yeah.
I mean, you can walk down amongst all of the skyscrapers and you're going to know all the people. And if you don't, they're going to talk to you.
They're going to ask you how you're doing, all the things. Yeah. That is the exact reason why I love Fort Worth. I'm in Dallas a lot, and I do love Dallas just because I also grew up on a farm. But I can't do it every weekend or every day because it's fun to go for like a day and like hang out with my girlfriends and live that Dallas life, especially while I'm in my 20s. But nothing beats like this area. Fort Worth is just top tier. I could actually live here. Yeah. So
yeah, nothing like it.
Maybe I'll grow up one day and move here.
Don't
but right now I'm still with my mother. So you've done so much in your career. What part of the job still lights you up every day?
My favorite part of the job is the people, the connection. You know, everybody wants a connection or to feel heard or seen. And there's nothing like, you know, we do the hometown handshake tour. There's nothing like someone coming and shaking your hand or giving you a hug and saying, you said this and it made a difference. That is just everything, you know, because sometimes too in radio, you're sitting in a little studio and I try to imagine one person I'm speaking to, but you don't always get to see most of the time, see who you're reaching or what someone heard. And when someone says that, you know, you made a difference or, you know, if I can tell them they're not alone, that's everything, the connection.
Yeah. I'm not quite there yet, but so we do radio promotions for the podcast and it's been hitting my small town, and we have this thing called Reunion, and the coolest thing about it was reunions where everyone goes, like, hang out, and it's like a week-long thing. I got stopped multiple times. I only went one day, but I got stopped multiple times. People were like, Addy, I heard you on the radio. Like, that's so cool. Keep it up. Like, it was really awesome. So I hope one day I can like inspire people too. And
Well, I think you are right now.
I hope so. So if you're watching, let me know. Just kidding. But yeah. So right now it's just, hey, we heard you do this, and that's awesome. But I wanna go bigger from there. So
yeah, and you are.
Hopefully. So you've got such a signature look, obviously.
Thank you.
How would you describe your style in 3 words?
In 3 words, that's hard. I guess I would say at this point in my life, just authentic to me. Mm-hmm. I know those aren't like 3 words, but I have my times where, you know, I always say it's the wild work day and the wild way, where it is very wild. But also, you know, I'm almost 50 and I'm a grandma now. Actually? Yeah.
Holy. I thought you were still in your 30s, honestly.
Oh, I love you.
I know you're gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a grandma now. I became a grandma twice in 1 year, almost 2 years ago. And then I lost my oldest son in a car accident last October. Thank you. And so that has changed everything, you know, my outlook, everything I do. And it's shown me to have not only grace towards others and life, but to myself. Mm-hmm. And I never showed myself much grace. And so, you know, I always thought, I have to do this, do this, do this. It was always the grind over grace. And now I feel it's grace over grind. Right. And so if there are days where I'm just going to get up and put on my leggings, that's enough for the day. But I still will put like a wild twist into it, you know, like my tennis shoes are not normal tennis shoes. Like
neither
they're
am I.
big.
Yep, same.
They're obnoxious.
Same.
Those, you know,
loud colors,
like,
same. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I would say wild, bold, but me.
Yeah,
in
true
each
to you.
thing that I wear. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. So where are your favorite places to shop locally? And are there any hidden gems in Fort Worth you swear by?
So my hidden gem would be Granbury, right outside of Fort Worth. That's where I'm living now. And, you know, when you've got, like, the Metroplex, the Westoplex, as we say, I kind of consider it all, like, when people are like, where are you from, where you live? Fort Worth.
Yeah.
But, you know,
same.
Granbury,
I live, an hour? I think it took me an hour and 2 minutes to get here today. But I live in a town called Paradise, and nobody knows where that is. So I'm just like, oh, I'm from Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Like, which part? Well... Actually, not in Fort Worth, but close enough.
Yeah.
So
as long as I don't say, "Oh, you're in Dallas," I get that all the time. You're in Dallas. I'm like, no.
I'm not actually. It's pretty far apart. They're different.
Big difference. Yes, big difference. But Granbury is, you know, celebration capital of Texas, the best historic small town in America, 4 years in a row. Only town that's got that. Fox and Friends kicking off their Small Town USA series there, and it's all so local and unique. Each boutique, I walk in there and I will find something that I just have never seen before. Yeah. So that is my hidden gem, is all the boutiques throughout the square. Yeah. Just the cutest, most unique little things. Like I walked in, I saw this. It was the only one. I'm like, that is so perfect.
I love that
cute.
dress on you.
Thank you. Because I do love Western, but I love my own style to it.
Same. Yeah, me too. Actually, speaking of that, the outfit I'm wearing right now, if you were to take this off and take the boots off, take the necklaces off. I wore the same exact outfit out on a Friday night whenever I was in college, and I wore it like I looked like I was from Dallas. I was wearing Nikes, and I styled this completely different. But I woke up this morning and I was like, wait a minute, I see potential behind this. Let's throw it on. But yeah, I have 2 different styles as well. I love to dress Western, and I love to dress not Western.
Yeah, I do too, totally. I'm like kind of stuck over here in between Stevie Nicks and Dolly Parton, and then sometimes it's Jackie O and J-Lo.
Yep, absolutely, same. So, speaking of that as well, what does a go-to Erin outfit look like from head to toe?
I'm going to say it's going to depend on the day, because I do so many different things, from being a mom to a grandma, or, you know, like hosting Texas Country Music Awards, or, you know, being downtown doing radio. So it's definitely going to be bold, maybe a little wild, to where people are like, whoa, how'd you even put that together? You know, my mom's always like...
That's the best, though.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's just not your normal thing you just pull off the rack. I love to put things together. Like with this, I feel like I could do stilettos and pearls and
1,000%,
go to church, or, you know, but I wanted to make it a little Western, so...
I think you did great at doing that.
Thank you.
So you wear a lot of bold, fun jewelry. What would you say your staple pieces are?
I love turquoise.
Me too, girl.
Yes. And then I found the pink, and I'm like, okay, because pink makes me happy. I see the pink, and I'm like, it's just my color.
Yeah.
But I also, there was, I feel like a decade I was stuck on silver, and right now I'm loving gold.
Yeah.
So, gold hoops. I always love a gold hoop.
Me too. I was like, wait, don't say anything bad about gold hoops. Cause
no, I know. And my brother-in-law is like, you're too old for that. No, I'm like,
you're not.
Never.
No, you're not.
I'll put it on with a dress, or, you can put it on again with the leggings and the tennis shoes, gold hoops.
Yeah, you can dress it up or dress it down 100%.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you said that. I almost threw gold hoops on this morning, and I was like, wait a minute. I don't know if that's the best thing. So I just didn't put any on. But that actually falls into my next question. What current Western trends are you loving or leaving?
I will say one thing that I am leaving, and this is just for me, just because I now, I dress for my body type. And so many times, when I go into places or people will suggest things, and this is great for the people that it works for, the baby doll, oversized dresses that look so cute on some people.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Every time I put it on, I've had 4 babies. Pregnancy was never easy for me. I did not look good, and it just takes me back to, I look pregnant. So those big baby doll dresses, they are great for some, not for me. Leaving that.
It's okay. I feel like that. I'm young, but I still like to dress to what's flattering on my body type, and I can thank my mother for that, because she has always helped dress me, not style me, but hey, word of advice, this is more flattering on you than this, and all the things. So my mom has always helped me with asymmetrical wear and all the things that are just more flattering on my body and stuff.
That's awesome.
So speaking of the jewelry, we're going to backtrack 2 questions. You're wearing pink right now, but you mentioned that you love turquoise.
I do.
Do you think there's such a thing as too much turquoise?
That is not a thing.
However,
my bank account may say different.
Right. I was shopping for some more turquoise jewelry, because now that we're here, I have to really up my Western game.
Yeah.
And so I was shopping for turquoise jewelry, and I was like, oh, my bank account can't do that. So Amazon, though. They have some good cheap stuff. That's actually where this whole stack is from.
Yes, I love it. And the what are those new pearls called?
And is it these? I think they're Indian
Navajo
beads or
pearls.
something? Yes.
Yes,
Something
love
like
them.
that.
Yeah. But you can. I mean, I have a few pieces that are real, but you can find so many that are not. That the price is great, and they're still so cute.
Yeah, I have a couple pieces that are real, but of course they're my mom's that she either doesn't wear anymore, lent to me, or she just straight up has no idea that I stole them from her. Sorry, Mom. Speaking of, I forgot my ring that's hers. That's my bad, but I steal her stuff a lot. But yeah, okay.
I've got a daughter who does the same. I understand.
I'm like, Mom, so my mom's, oh gosh, I'm gonna get this wrong, 56. And I'm like, you should just be glad that your 24-year-old daughter is still wanting to steal your clothes.
And can.
Right. Hello.
Yeah.
That should be a compliment to you.
Yeah.
At least you're dressing cute and up to date.
Yes.
You don't look, like grandma. She dresses like you,
right.
Super cute,
I love it.
Flattering, all the things. So I'm like, Mom, if I steal your clothes, don't come yelling at me if you can't find them.
I'll have to remember
Take it
that.
as a compliment.
Because my daughter will be like, my favorite, where is it? Sorry, Mom.
Oh, I think the only reason why she gets so mad at me is because I'm putting it back in my closet. But
you don't put it back in Mama's closet.
No, but one, if she catches me, she's gonna know. But it's awesome. So looking back, what are the biggest changes you've seen in the radio since you started?
Oh gosh, that it's so much more than radio. It's all connected. It's media now.
Absolutely,
it's not just playing a song. It's posting. It's and it's competing with all those other things. So. We're not just competing with radio.
Yeah.
You can have someone, you can plug your phone in and someone can read you a book on the way, on the way to work. So just so many other avenues, so many other ways to connect.
Yeah.
And I don't see that I don't try to look at it as a challenge. I think it's a beautiful thing because, now with, 26 years ago, I had my microphone and it reached my zip code. Now with all the platforms in media.
Technology.
Yeah, we're worldwide.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just that zip code. And I think that's a beautiful thing if you embrace it and use it all. And it's not, you know, we're not CDs or carts or you probably don't remember anything like a cart or anything like that.
I remember CDs. Wait, what's a cart?
Exactly. But yeah, so it's easier. It's okay. They were like these big things we had to stick in and queue up and.
Oh yeah, no, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I just like CDs and DVDs. That's about it.
Yeah, but I also think that, you know, with our systems and our computers, and it makes life easier.
Yeah, I agree. What's something people don't realize about the day-to-day life of a radio host?
Oh, that we don't just talk. You know, people are like, what a cool job. You just talk. And I'm like,
actually,
well,
it's a lot more than that.
It's a lot more than that. And we don't just get to open our mouth and talk. You know, again, like going back to what I was just saying with all the things out there, people don't have an attention span like they used to. They don't, they can't just, you know.
You can take me as an example.
So we're competing for people's attention. And so, you know, if you really want to be good at what you do, you know that every time you open the microphone, for me, I want to make every break count. Yeah. And I also know that I've got about 2 seconds to capture someone's attention.
Yeah.
So how am I going to not just talk, put that together and say something that I'm going to grab someone's attention and I'm going to keep their attention and I'm going to make it purposeful.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get to talk, but we have to put a lot into that. And then, you know, when you're off the air and your show's over, there's production and there's live remotes and there's the socials and there's all the things that you have to do.
And crazy hours too.
Oh yeah, you know, like it's not just your show; it's the live broadcast and going out and you know, there's a lot more than just talking.
Yeah, I was one of the people who did think it was just talking until, you know, my producer brought me into this whole world and I've gotten to go do radio promos and I've seen more into like what it's really like, not even to be a live radio host, just like all the production that has to go into like a quick 30-second clip. Like it's crazy, but it's really fun.
It is.
Like, I feel really cool.
Yeah. I think you may have been bitten by the bug, it sounds like.
Yeah, absolutely. So you've also worked in TV and even acted in a movie.
Yes.
After this, I need to get the info on that movie because I'm going to make me and my mom watch it tonight.
Yes.
How did that opportunity come about?
So TV, they were doing Fort Worth Today TV, and it was on CBS and Channel 11, and they came to the radio station and, you know, wanted to team up, cross-promote, and Jerry and Mark, you know, we have great people in the radio station. They're like, well, I think I got the girl for you. And I actually knew the guy. I've worked with him previously. And he's like, yes, come host. I got to do After Dark. So I took people throughout Fort Worth and the nightlife. And then it turned into more of a lifestyle and just doing more and more. Yeah. So it was through radio that TV opportunity came. And then it was through this, too, where the movie opportunity came. Yeah. So
what year was this?
The movie?
Like all of it, kind of.
So I did Fort Worth Today TV about 2 years ago.
Okay.
The movie just came out this past November.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called God's Here. And
God's Here?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, we're so watching that.
Yeah, it's a great real-life story about a local person, his mother, he was a filmmaker from Aledo, Texas.
Okay.
And he went to Hollywood, him and his brother started making films, and they were actors and stuff, and his brother was killed in a motorcycle accident. And his mom, it was distracted driving, his mom forgave the woman who hit his brother and killed him. And so this movie is based on that true life story of that loss.
Wow.
And having grace to get through the darkest times and forgiving people. And what's so crazy is when I filmed this movie, you know, it was about a year of filming and getting everything together. So I filmed it about 2 years ago. It came out in November of this past year. Well, in October is when I lost my son in a car accident. And when the movie came out, was literally having to live what this movie was about.
Yeah.
And so it was crazy
I have even more
because
chills right now. You can see my arm. Oh my gosh.
God's here.
Yeah, seriously.
Literally, because that's the only way I've gotten through it, you know, and
Do you think that movie helped you overcome that tragedy in any way, you think?
Absolutely. I feel, you know, in losing a child, it's the worst thing that could ever happen to you. He did give his life to the Lord 2 months before he passed away. So I have that joy, but that doesn't make it, you know, you have that joy, but it's still hard missing them every day here on earth.
Yeah.
But just watching the movie, knowing the story, the scripture, Jeremiah 29:11, they've turned that into a song, and that was on the movie. And so, yeah, it is totally a God thing that happened. Like, he knew, you know?
He definitely knew. And God works in such weird ways.
Yeah, that we can't understand.
Yeah.
Not at all. But, yeah, it's definitely been faith and then fitness that has just gotten me through it. And there's many times I'll go back and watch it and hear something, or, you know, just even that song helped get me off the floor. Yeah. So, yeah, it's the only way.
Wow.
I wouldn't get through it without
Absolutely, yeah. I think you're absolutely incredible, because coming into this, I didn't know any of that. So I think that's awesome. And, you know, God's pushing you in the right direction now.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely.
To lighten the mood just a little bit, my chills are gone now. Have you ever had a totally, like, on-air blooper moment? If so, what happened?
Oh, a few times I have left the mic on, and you'll only do that a few times. Until yes. I had a morning show partner, didn't shut the mic off. One of our conversations completely going off the air, and my phone's going crazy. I'm like, oh, my gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Those are the worst. One time I left it on, blowing my nose. I'm like, oh, God, I got a text. Hear you blowing your nose. That's always just so embarrassing.
Yeah.
One time when I was young, I was doing a morning show, and I didn't, you know, like now I'll say the 3 Ps when you're performing, like practice, prepare, practice, perform. Yep. And I didn't take the time to prepare or practice. I would just fly by the, you know, like.
I've definitely learned that
doing
this podcast.
Yes, those 3 Ps are very important.
Yeah.
So I didn't read the news story, and I was just reading it really fast, and the letters were all together, and I said "pow Mia" instead of POW.
I have a funny story.
And this was, I swear, maybe 20 years ago. People still make fun of me for that.
So a couple episodes ago, I did the same exact thing, except I'm pointing at you with my missing nail. I'll stop doing that. I did the same exact thing, except before anybody saw it, I clipped it and, like, started making fun of myself so nobody else could. Yeah. But I was trying to say planet Earth, and I said earn it. I was, like, having a full-on conversation. I was like, yeah, God, it was something about God sending someone, earn it. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was
you know what
so
the thing is, though, in this, being in it 26 years, is laughing at yourself.
Absolutely,
you know, showing people that you are human. We all have those moments. Yeah. They're just not all caught on camera or radio for the world to hear.
Yeah.
But
that
I think
one was
people
definitely caught on camera.
Connect with you more when they know you say things like earn it.
Yeah,
earn it. Or Palmia.
You're right. But, like, seriously, and if you know me off camera, too, I start to talk really fast sometimes, and I will always mess up a word. And it has to do with my dyslexia and stuff, too. But, yeah, I say some crazy things sometimes, and I don't mean to.
And that's okay.
Yeah, we're all human.
Yes.
So you built such a strong voice in a tough industry, obviously. What helped you stay confident and authentic through it all?
I think just finally getting to a point where I know who I am, what my gift is. I remember someone telling me when I was much younger and I was trying to fit in or be this person for that. And when I started in radio, too, there weren't a lot of, like, female-led morning shows or things like that. I remember someone saying to me at one time, I'm going to tell jokes and you're going to laugh. And they would call it a laugh track. And I was like, and this person was not funny either. And I just knew that was not my place. I knew I had more to offer than laughing. Yeah. And laughing is great, but I knew I had something to say. And I remember someone saying, your voice is your gift and you're not using it in the right way. And so I think really, truly grasping that and knowing that I had a gift, and I didn't have to, okay, you're telling me to do this. Like, sometimes, you know, maybe you're just in the wrong place. Maybe there is someone who just wants to be a laugh track.
Yeah.
But I knew it wasn't the place, it wasn't right for me.
Yeah.
And just finding that place where your voice is appreciated and you can authentically be
yourself.
You.
Yeah.
You're going to really like the new Fort Worth Stockyards app. It's everything you need right at your fingertips. See what's happening in real time, which means you'll never miss another cattle drive, happy hour, sidewalk sale, or your favorite band again. You can also use the app to buy show tickets, pay for parking, reserve a table, and even book a room. So saddle app, y'all. It's free, it's fun, it's the Stockyards. Download the app today at the Apple Store or Google Play.
So I'm about to do something called rapid fire questions. We have not done this yet, but I'm super excited. I think we're going to be great at it.
Fire away.
So question 1, your favorite go-to karaoke song?
Don't stop.
Oh, you're singing it. Heck yeah.
I shouldn't do that. I know. Yeah, small town girl. Mm-hmm.
No, keep going. You sound great.
It's terrible. Remember, my mom said I'm tone deaf.
Same, my mom does too. So, favorite Fort Worth hidden gem?
Ooh, there is a spot right off the square called the Sterling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I've heard of it maybe.
Oh, you got to go. So it's really chill, local owner, really great guy. It's really beautiful in there. But what I love, I'm like all about natural and being healthy. And so they have, like, the bartenders are like drinkologists.
Yeah.
And so they will take all the herbs and vegetables and fruits and marinate them, you know, like overnight. So you're actually getting like really good. You can do it as a mocktail or a cocktail. So it's like good for you.
Okay.
Drinks.
I need to try it out.
Yeah, I really
Definitely
like
need
it.
to try it out. Okay. One of mine is, I don't even know what it's called, but it's towards Alliance area, and it's home ran. It's a restaurant. There's about 5, maybe 6 tables in it. It's in the middle of nowhere, but I mean, the owners are the sweetest people ever. It's a husband and wife. It's great food. And I just found it randomly one day because it was by my friend's apartment, and I was like, dude, I really want Mexican food. And we were driving by, and I was like, that looks like a hole in the wall. We walked in, and we were the only people in there, and seriously, there were 5 tables. Yeah, so I just don't remember what it's called.
Those are the best.
I feel bad now that I'm talking about it. I don't remember what it's called.
And there's a lot of great places.
Gatekeep, but
a lot of great places in Granbury too.
Yep. All right. Boots or heels for a night out?
A night out, I'm going with heels.
Heels.
Yeah. If I do boots, you know, because I grew up on a ranch, so like I had to ride, and you know that's where I wore my boots.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to be like yours.
Like this.
These right here. Ooh, yes, I got a pair of those.
I don't know if you can see. These are like stiletto boots. I love them. I just got them.
They are fabulous. I have a pair.
They're the best.
Mm-hmm. But you know, I also too, I guess with my style, like these are heels, but kind of boot-y.
Yeah, I love those. Those are
So
cute.
I like to mix that, you know. I saw them on Instagram, and I'm like, ooh, and then found them on the square in
Those
Granbury.
definitely have a good Western flair to them. I love.
Yeah.
And those are probably a little more comfortable than these.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it's kind of crazy too. I wear so many heels that if I'm not in heels, I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because people will be like, "Oh no, just be comfortable." I'm like, "This
is my
is
comfortable."
comfortable."
Yeah.
Yes.
A fashion item you'll never give up.
Oh, again, my hoops.
Yep.
But I
Gold
have,
hoops.
yeah, I have pieces now with my son passing, you know, from his ashes to, I got a hat made, a custom made hat, and they put a T in it for Trey. They wrote his saying. He always said, "I got you, Mama." And that was the last thing he said to me is, "I got you, Mama." So that was written in there in the hat. With his favorite football team colors. Yeah, so I have these pieces that represented him. That hat, yeah, it's priceless to me. But also, I hosted the Texas Country Music Awards right after he passed, and they said, "We understand if you need to sit it out." But he was also in radio, and he ran a Texas country music station. And so knowing him, and I just knew if I sat out because of this, because of him, that would be what disappointed him. So I had to do it for him. Yeah. And so I got an arm piece that was made for him, his colors, and just different things that represented him. Yeah. So at this point in my life, yeah, those are things I would never give up.
That's awesome. Yeah, you never should give those up. And honestly, I would wear that arm piece seriously anytime I got the chance. Just, I love pieces like that are like, you know, remindful or stuff like that.
Have meaning, have purpose.
Was remindful the right word for that? Is that even a word? I hope so.
Mindful is a word, but more
I said
purposeful.
like purposeful.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Here we go.
It can be one of your words.
Yeah. A TikTok dance you actually nailed.
Oh, so because I was a cheerleader and I could dance, I used to dance with Malone, who was on the ranch. She was one of my best friends, and she cannot dance, but it's hilarious. So we tried to do one TikTok dance, and it was so bad. I was like, this is so funny, though. Please let me post it. And that took off because people related to it. Like, oh, my gosh. And, you know, people would share it and be like, oh, my gosh, that's you, Becky. So the one to the right, to the left, sashay, you know?
Yeah.
I can't even think of what that song is called. One hand, y'all. Spin
Take
around.
it back now. The cha-cha slide.
Yes. I will say we nailed it only because there's like 7 million views, but we had the camera turned around on us on selfie mode. So our to the right, to the left was wrong
backwards
to the world watching it.
Oh, that's
so
hilarious.
They made fun of us and shared that, and it was I would say we nailed it because I've never had a TikTok dance video get 7 million views, but it really was because they were making
that's like
fun
a good
of us,
little niche or niche, however you want to say it, because that's awesome. Like, that's how you draw people's attention. I think they call it like rage baiting or something, but that's how people are gonna watch you. They're like, oh, these girls are silly, they're doing it the wrong way, whenever no, you're silly, the camera was backwards. You ever think of that one? Like,
I know. And I was starting to defend us, and I was like, nah, let it go.
Yeah, let it go.
Got more views, got more comments.
So, what's a quote that's carried you through the hard days and the good ones?
I think it's been, you know, again, this year's been very different for me. And I started a movement, Choose to Move, Trey Strong for my son, kind of stay strong. But that's what got me off the floor. I remember he was my oldest son, my firstborn. And, you know, my kids are just my best friends. And I remember sitting in the bathroom doing a radio show, and I came back to work and just bawling and thinking, how can I face life without my child? And I heard his voice, and the Lord just speak to me like, I know this is hard, but you better get up and you better choose to move. Because I felt myself like, I'm going to die of broken heart syndrome. And I can't leave my other kids and grandkids with this feeling. And so I just got up in the hardest times, and I started choosing to move. And so choosing, because we all go through dark times and we all go through hard things. But if we have that choice to get up and do something, get up and move, and something's better than nothing. I just started walking around the building, but it kept me going. Movement really, faith and fitness. Movement was my medicine. And so it has carried me through this.
I think you're such an inspiration for that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
If you could speak directly to every woman listening today, what would you want them to take away from this conversation?
To be true to yourself, authentic to yourself. You know, many times, too, people will, when you're like, no way, you're almost 50, and they'll ask me, like, for advice, how do you stay young or how do you stay fit? And instead of finding that point where, like, oh, get summer ready, get ready. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Yeah. And so I stay true to yourself and stay ready for whatever comes your way, because you never really know. Life can change in the blink of an eye.
Well, that's great advice. So, well, that's all for today. Erin, thank you so much for sitting down and talking to not only me, but everyone else watching. I really enjoyed getting to know you, and I can't wait to see where you go from here.
Thank you. I can't wait to see where you go.
Thank you.
And embrace your words and all your, all the things.
Well, thank you. I will.
Be you.
Thank you. Well, it's been another great episode of the Cowgirl Closet. I absolutely love sitting down and chatting with Miss Erin. She's a gem. If you loved getting to know Erin as much as I did, make sure to tune in to 92.1 Hank FM to hear more of her. Once again, the Cowgirl Closet Podcast is a worldwide ranch production, and today's episode is brought to you by Mule Alley. You can explore Mule Alley's curated collection of tastemakers, artisans, and trailblazers from anywhere. Simply download the free Fort Worth Stockyards app at the Apple Store or Google Play. Once again, I want to say thank you to The Maven, a beautiful designed co-working space focused on empowering women in downtown Fort Worth, and Fort Worth Camera for helping us solve all of our lighting needs. Until next time, I'm your host, Addy Ford, and I'll see you where the ranch meets the runway.